Well, welcome to volume 2. Oh, I have no clue. Have no clue. It's been a long day, and I'm hoping you can hear me okay on this. There is a fan behind me. It's a little warm this afternoon. But I just thought I'd give you a quick show of what I do twice a day. I do this when I wake up in the morning. I do it again in the afternoon. I apologize. The voice is a little weak right now, but I've had a hell of a day. I got so much accomplished today. Getting text messages. Got so much accomplished today. Just an amazing day. So this is what I do on a daily basis. I do this when I wake up in the morning, and I do it. Try to do it between 5 and 7 in the afternoon. This is for taking my blood pressure. It's my blood pressure cup. And for those guys that do this, if you never have one of these, they're fantastic. It's instead of having to put the flap around, pull it, Velcro it on, you just have this thing, and it's almost like, you know, those slap things that kids put on their wrists. It's almost like that, and so it just slides onto your arm, and then push it up onto your bicep. See, it's holding all on its own, and then you just lock the Velcro in to allow it to hold while it expands. Then I push the button, and that starts up. I just have to be quiet while this does. Okay, so that gives me my results, and we're looking at 130 over 80, and my heartbeat is 67. So this is the Omron. I could probably read the model number. If anybody wants to know the model number, let me know. I like it. It was about $100, and I really, really like it. It has data for 2 people, so if Kelly decided she wanted to do it, she could share the machine with me, and then you just choose which person you want to do it with. And it has memory. It keeps track of stuff by the date, so you can go back and see what your blood pressure was. So I got 130 over 80 and 67 beats per minute. Okay, and this is my ledger. Been keeping this for a while. I don't know if you can see all the writing in here, but I write down my statistics, my vitals every day. Okay, so I did it this morning at 9 a.m. and it is now 5:40. So I'll put 5:40 p.m. on here. I do have incredibly small writing when I need to. So, okay, next on the list is to check my blood oxygen level, which I do using my little alligator finger clip here. Okay, so that's giving me 96%, and it says my heart rate. Usually this one takes a little longer to stabilize. It's looking at about 68, which is right about what my blood pressure cuff said as well. So jot these numbers down, 96%. Okay, and then the last one that I do is my temperature. 94.1. All right, I've been doing stuff around the house, so I'm sweating, and now I have the fan blowing on me, so it's cooling the temperature of my skin. So if you're doing your temperature and that happens, just pick a different part of your body. Okay, 97.2. So you can get a better reading on that. 97.2 degrees. Okay, so I mark that. I'll come back to that tomorrow morning. Now, this is my blood sugar, which I also keep track of. So, with the blood sugar, and it probably doesn't show up on camera, but I have a plastic box that I keep all this stuff in on the coffee table in the living room, which I'm sure Kelly can't stand, but she puts up with it, and I appreciate that greatly. All right, so we're gonna check my blood sugar. To do that, we gotta have a little prick, which is what these are. I'll show you that in just a second. Little disposable pricks. I'm sure that needles, I guess there's a probably better name for them than prick, but you get the idea. Okay, so, and here's my little care pack. It's got all the pricks on one side, and then on the other side I have my test strips, I have my finger pricker, and I have my reader. So I'll show you quickly how this works. Top comes off of this. It's a spring-loaded plastic shaft on the inside, so that just goes in and clicks down. Then you twist it. The knob comes off. I have my Sharps disposable bottle here, so it is exposed right now. There's a super sharp needle sticking out of the end of that. It's very tiny. I don't know if that'll even focus on there. So that goes into here. So this is triggered now and ready to go. So next we got to set up the reader, and we do that by grabbing a test strip out of here. Come on. Sometimes they just don't want to go back in the holder. Okay, two edges to it. One has very small sensor, the other one has longer ones, and that slides into my reader, which will come up and tell me which stripe I put in there, A01, and then it has a little drop on there that's blinking on and off. So that means it is time to read. So pick a finger. I tried to move through my hand and use a different one each time. When I first started doing this, I just used the same finger all the time, and man, I'll tell you, I developed some really nasty bruises on there, and it took a while to heal. So this morning I used this finger, so this afternoon I will use this finger. And you can see, well, maybe not. Okay, doesn't hurt at all. Well, a little tiny bit. Okay, and then we just touch the lead into the blood. As soon as you hear it beep, then it's done. Okay. When you don't have feeling in the end of your fingers, it's tough to do some stuff. Okay, so here we go. So now, we got 126 is my blood sugar level for right now. So I'm going to write this down. This is 6. Today's 7th, right? 6/7/22. This is at 5:40 p.m. Normally I'll write down if I've fasted or not. I have eaten. It's been, I'd say 3 hours since I ate. So I'll write that down. I'll write down 3 hours. And then I write the number. All right, 126. So that's good. I'm within the range. I forget what it is. I go up to 150. I don't remember what the low thing is. Okay, and then you can see the blood on the back of that. So this goes in the Sharps container, and on the back of this there's a little slider. So you just take that and it falls right in. So that one's ready to go, and then this twists off. There's our, and I tell you, until about 3 weeks ago, I have been grabbing this and pulling it out, not knowing what this was for. But on the back of it, there's a slider. You take the slider and away it goes. Tell you what, I don't know. I guess if I'd read the directions, I probably would have known that, but I'm not a big fan of reading the directions. Okay, so now it all goes back in the case. Everything is in there. It's just that simple. I make sure that I'm done bleeding so I don't get blood everywhere else. Okay, so I'm done bleeding. And then after that comes the medications and the supplements. And this is Tuesday p.m., so I popped that little one open. Okay, and then there's my handful of pills. Let's see, I've got a big old hair in there too. Wow, where'd that come from? Huh. Okay, so I've got some fish oil in there, got some gabapentin, I've got some flecainide, I've got magnesium, and I have something for, I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. I take so many of these. And interestingly, I do that in the morning as well. I, for years, have been able to do gigantic handfuls of pills all at one time. Just toss them in, take a drink, and I'm good. I swallow them. When I got back from the hospital after this last visit in February, when my daughter was taking care of me, I really didn't get out of the bedroom for the first couple of weeks. So she would come in and take care of me and fulfill all my needs that I had. She was fantastic. I owe her for the rest of my life. But she left me with my pills to take my pills, and I was still doing them all at one time. And she left the room. I think she went to empty my urine bag, and so I threw those in there, and for whatever reason they got stuck. And so I started looking like a cat with a humongous hairball in there, and I was doing that. And of course, that hit the gag reflex. I started to vomit, which I think we've talked about before. I do not like to vomit. So it was not a good experience at all. And then I went back to, I spent so much money on chewable, anything I could find, any pill I had to take that was chewable, I had Alyssa order it for me. So my vitamins, as many of my vitamins as I could do, chewable, I did those. And then my daughter was talking to me, and she goes, "Dad, it's just a mental hang-up." She goes, "If you tell yourself that you're not emotionally connected to not being able to do these, you can do it." So I said, okay. And over time, because I've been back on the WAD for a month, probably more, but I did. I just told myself, I go, look, this is completely mental. I can do this. There's no reason why I can't do this. And here I am, the power of positive thinking. So I have my daughter to thank for that. She got me over that hump, and now I take all my vitamins at one shot. So it is 5:45. Like I said, been a busy day today. I will throw a picture in here of my truck, my Tundra. I got it detailed today. Tell you, it's fantastic. The guy Alec does a great job on it, and I swear it's been 2 months, and he was the last one that washed it. It's been out to the desert a couple times, and with all the the crap we get living by the coast, it was pretty nasty. So anyways, this is what I do twice a day. Just thought I would share it with you. If you lasted this long, God bless you. Thank you for everything you guys send my way, all of the positive thoughts, the prayers, the kindness that you put out, the positive vibrations into the universe, the aloha, the shaka, the good juju, everything you guys send my way. I really appreciate that. And I'm just going to take a real quick second here, if you wouldn't mind. My buddy Robert, who's fighting prostate cancer in Torrance, I just noticed the other day, and I feel terrible because I've not been in contact with him, and I'll be doing that right after we finish this video. He's having treatments now again on his prostate cancer, which means that it's taken a turn for the worse, because I think he was doing better before. But he's also on here too, his YouTube channel. I will find the link to his channel and put it down on the bottom. So if you would, prayers for Robert, would appreciate that greatly. And when I talk to him, when I find out what's going on, I'll give you an update. You can also check his channel as well. All right, I love you guys. Have a fantastic evening, and I'll see you on the next video.